Desert area. Okay, why is the Master Emerald here, though? It's a terrible place for it. I don't know who this new Batgirl is, but there isn't even an altar here. You don't know the aesthetics of the Master Emerald. Also, if you're wondering, yes, Knuckles has a new voice actor. Also, Knuckles just sounds high all the time in this game. That's his voice direction, I guess. He went from being, you know, fairly serious but a little bit calm, to just extremely high constantly.
Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
I don't even really have a plan for the Master Emerald this time. I just love taking it. Anyway, bye, nerd. Oh, go fuck! I've been killed.
What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald!
I will throttle you!
Did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot.
You idiot!
By the way, that's not yours.
I can just put the Master Emerald back together again. I've done it before, I'll do it again.
Alright, well, bye.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me.
I take the jewels first, and then I keep the jewels.
That Batgirl.
Alright, and I guess they're competing now. So, welcome to Wild Canyon. It is time for the treasure hunting stage. This is the worst stage type in the game. So, if you've actually watched my Sonic Adventure LP, Skydeck is Knuckles' final area, and in that I compared Skydeck to Sonic Adventure 2 stages. That's kind of an insult to Skydeck, to be honest. This Wild Canyon is probably one of Knuckles' best stages, because it's the least painful to actually sift through. It's fairly small, and sometimes you can actually find the emeralds just lying around. Now, the bottom of the screen there, of course, has the emerald radar. The closer to an emerald you get, the more it will blink. So it starts blue, to green, to yellow, to red, and it will increase beep speeds as it goes. However, you might have also noticed that that third emerald shard I picked up, it did not beep for that one. That's because in Sonic Adventure 2, you only get the Emerald Shard radar in order of Emerald Shards. So if you actually want to use it, you have to pick up 1, then 2, then 3. Technically speaking, you can find 2 and 3 before you find 1. However, in Sonic Adventure 2, the later on you get in the game, the less likely that is. Again, Wild Canyon is one of Knuckles' better stages. There's a little too much verticality to it, but it's not that big and there's not much to search through. And at the moment, Knuckles has almost no upgrades, meaning pretty much all of his shards are going to be above ground and visible, so provided you're keeping an eye out for them. Unless they're in an enemy, they're pretty easy to find. So once it starts glowing red, if I could actually find that. Alright, nope, not picking up that Chowkey. By the way, the TVs will also give you hints as to where to find the emeralds, as will Omo Chow. Though typically, the TVs will give you cryptic hints that you will sort of know if you pay attention to the area, and typically Omo Chow will tell you what area you're in. So, if there was like an emerald in a snake pit, the TV would say, go to the snake pit. And if you didn't know what the hell the snake pit was, you'd find Omo Chow to say, hey, we're in the snake pit right now. Yo, it's Omo Chow, and we're in the snake pit. Are you ready? So anyway, of course, that was Knuckles' intro stage. But Rouge's intro stage happens right alongside it. This is Dry Lagoon. Again, this is one of Rouge's better stages. Anyway, say hi to Rouge the Bat. She's Knuckles' equivalent and a new character for Adventure 2. The internet's extremely horny for her, but you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Anyway, though, use this turtle to get through the water and find this new area. Technically, we can swim right now, but I wouldn't recommend it. And I don't think there are any emerald shards in the water anyway. And by the way, in order to get the turtle moving, you do have to kill the gun robots who are bullying the turtle for some reason. If there's one thing that you can say in this game, it's that everybody hates the military. Good or evil, everybody just hates Gun, and Gun hates the world. They're bullying turtles. Knuckles will destroy them, Rouge will destroy them, doesn't matter. Everybody hates Gun. The military is just the worst. That's your takeaway from Sonic Adventure 2. Don't trust the military ever. But yeah, anyway, these stages are probably the closest to Adventure 1 in that it's actually possible to sift through them in a timely manner. However, Dry Lagoon already kind of introduces a bit too much because there's two distinct areas separated by a pit of water that you have to rescue a turtle to really travel between. And yeah, no, like, these stages would not be terrible if the Emerald Radar worked like it did in Adventure 1, but it doesn't, so Adventure 2's stages, which are already too much, also really want you moving through them in a linear order.
How's that? Perfect?
Fun. Alright, enough of that. Who's next? Please don't be Knuckles again. Desert area, again. It's later this time.
Those idiots will never find my
Those idiots keeps getting used as an insult. Alright, so here we are. Sea of Sand. We've got our next shooting gallery stage. And we've not even seen the Heroes version of this just yet. In fact, to be honest, it's gonna be a hot minute before we actually play as the Heroes again. One thing I actually do really like about Adventure 2 and the way the story is set up is the Dark Story takes up a lot of the sort of beginning of the game stuff in terms of, chronological order, which makes sense, The plot of the game is mainly set up by its antagonists, but you play as the antagonists, so you actually get to kind of start off everything. Sonic still hasn't been arrested yet. We'll get to that in a hot minute. But yeah, no, I think that's actually pretty cool. I think it makes sense for the narrative that a lot of this is just the villains getting into position so that the heroes can do something down the line. Of course, this mission is just find your base. And once again, I should mention, the military is the worst. Eggman hates the military because they're just hanging around. Thankfully, however, they are idiots that will never find his base, ever. Though it's not going to stop them, because they have just plastered flags on the wall. They don't know where Eggman's base is, but they're going to take over the entire desert until they find it. Alright, if we just keep putting flags up, eventually we'll take over Eggman's base. Look, surely Eggman doesn't have a flag. It's dash cunning of us to place one ourselves. You know what? Why stop at one? Let's put 1,000 of them in. Once we have flags in Eggman's base, he can't use it anymore. That's a law. We should know. We're the military. We basically make the law with guns. That's why we named our organization Gun, because we love guns so much. God, being a force of military is so great. Anyway though, not too much to say about this stage. Boy, it would go a lot faster if I had a certain item that Gamma may or may not have had. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't want to go fast, actually. When I said faster, I just meant, like, I wanted to not have to deal with those spinning platforms as much, please. I know it's time to speed up again, but I don't want to, actually. Gonna be honest, I feel like the speed power-up is not great. At the very least, I don't find it very desirable, just like... Okay, first off, in most cases, I don't really want to go faster than whatever the specific character's walk speed is, like... As much as I will say the mech sections are a little on the clunky side, I don't find them awful. I would have a preference for faster, but since we're here, I would prefer to play it like that. If the game were based on having a speed shoe, speed... That was a sentence I constructed. Then I would probably like it in that case, but I don't want to suddenly go fast for like 10 seconds. The other problem is, it replaces the music, and look, it's a Sonic game. The music is fantastic. I didn't have to tell you that. You could already figure that on your own, but like... look, hey you, it's time to speed up, or in this game's case, hey you, it's time to speed up again. They're good songs, don't get me wrong. But in most cases, I would absolutely prefer just hearing the levels theme. Hello enemies, how's it going? Get out of here. Biggest problem in most given stages is just having to deal with enemies coming out of nowhere. That is a lot of the gunner stage experience, is just, hey, something decided to just drop down and shoot me in the face. Cool, thanks. To be fair, that's also a problem in some non-shooting gallery stages as well, but I feel like mainly, if something's going to get the drop on me, it's usually in this type of stage, and wow, man, Gun really is a bunch of idiots if they couldn't find your base. Eggman, your logo's everywhere!
Hey Eggman, how's it going? Nice base.
You know it's Eggman's base because he's got the whole grin and mustache thing on all of these statues, which... Okay, we're in Egypt, probably, so, like, these probably weren't yours in the first place.
Difficult.
Eggman, are you... culturally appropriating these statues?
With the Chaos Emerald.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I didn't get the Master Emerald. Good thing I didn't really need it. It's just, you know, on my bucket list. Stole it once. It's cool. Would be as nice to have it again. Do. Checking on the news, checking on the news.
We interrupt this broadcast for an important news flash.
I am very British.
At the Federal Reserve Bank today. Mysteriously, the only thing that was stolen was the Chaos Emerald.
What? They stole a Chaos Emerald? One of the 7 sources of ultimate power? I wonder why a thief would only want a Chaos Emerald. What a ridiculous notion. Anyway, I guess Sonic the Hedgehog stole a Chaos Emerald, so he must be getting really desperate. Sonic, jewelry stores aren't special stages, and oh, right. This is Shadow, not Sonic. Thank you for the reminder, Eggman. Oh, I almost didn't notice that one.
Find them before they escape!
Whew.
What?
Okay, I don't know how the atmosphere works, but like, better the atmosphere than guy with a gun, huh?
Do it for me. For all the people on that planet. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
I still remember what I promised you.
Maria, I still remember your hair texture.
I promise you. Revenge!
Alright, well then, time for vengeance at Radical Highway. Alright, so, here is our first mission as Shadow the Hedgehog. Took a bit, but we finally got here. And, alright, yeah, this stage is cool as hell, though. A word of warning, maybe don't roll in this section. I might know that from experience. Don't roll, just run. Anyway, though, Radical Highway, extremely good stage. This one took me a while, but it was fun to learn, mostly. I didn't like the parts I got stuck on, but everything else I had to run when practicing this one was fun. It's just a really cool stage in general. I love the aesthetic of it all. The song's cool, and... Okay, look, when I was 13, I thought Shadow the Hedgehog was real cool. And I'm going to level with you, I still think Shadow the Hedgehog's very cool. I mean, he's got hover shoes. When he runs, he does like a hover skate. It's rad. Scientifically, it can be proven that Shadow the Hedgehog is cool. And not for huge dorks. Definitely not. What are you talking about? Anyway, like I said in the previous stage, biggest obstacle is things just dropping bombs on you. Yeah, so, part of learning this stage is learning when and where things will drop bombs so that you're either ahead of the game so that you don't get hit by an explosive, or alternatively, you could just be to the side or whatever. Just explosions will happen at a certain time after you cross a certain threshold, so know when that threshold is, because otherwise you get exploded, and trust me, that's annoying. Other than that, though, most of the stage is learning how to effectively ramp or do the flippy pulls, and once again, I just gotta mention, like, I like a lot of platformers from this generation, but god, many of them are just plagued with the flippy pulls, which is one of the worst ideas, and I don't know why people kept doing that. Like, did the animation teams of this era just really love animating that? Maybe animating characters flipping on poles is actually really fun, and so like every team was like, oh, we've gotta try that though! Cause it's never really fun to do those, I don't like them. That being said, having to practice this stage to near perfection, I did manage to get a little better with the flippy pulls, at least. I can actually nail the timing on those a little better. Yeah, no, just a very fun level design for this one. This is a super fun stage to get through. It's just a really solid example, oh, hey Knights, how's it going? A really solid example of the speed-type gameplay sections in this game. Like, honestly, if there's any level type that is as good as it was in Adventure, it is, without a doubt, the speed sections. Not to say every Sonic or Shadow stage is the best thing, but a lot of them are very good. Watch out for this guy, he definitely screwed over a run.
Here we go.
Yeah, they're very frequently pretty fun. And if anything, they might be a little better than Adventure 1, though. I've got a lot of favorites in that game too, so it would be a hard fight. I don't know which one I like more. Oh, we remember this scene.
What?
Okay, so, I've just been running down the highway. How did I get on top of this big robot?
A jewel containing
Oh, whatever. Here's a Chaos Emerald. How's it going?
Chaos Emerald.
I'm getting this sense of deja vu.
Now I know what's
Like we're
going
kind of
on.
just running this scene again so we can kind of, you know, display the fact that it's now the present time.
Where do you think
This is kind of the
you're going with
flashback
that
episode. Is this whole thing in black and white? It better not be.
Chaos
It would
control.
only work as a joke for one scene. The rest of it, not so much. Oh god, I'm going to later gen Shadow. I keep flipping between shadows, I'm sorry.
Wow, he's fast.
Good job, buddy. Wait a minute, never mind, you're cheating. Fuck you, actually.
The war in shadow. I'm the world's ultimate life form. There's no time for games.
Anyway, I'm about to frame you for robbery. Which of course means you're about to be arrested by the entire military. Got him.